every week on AFTV Picks, you can win yourself a share of £500. All you got to do is click the link in the description, enter the competition, be over 18, and a share of £500 could be yours. So get involved now.
Hi guys and welcome to the build-up with me, Cecil Jee, James B. Zero.
Sorry,
people.
Our team in the background are.
They are quite comical.
They're in a good mood.
Yes, in a good mood. I actually want to touch that straight away.
Okay.
Build-up show, nice and smiley, do loads of breakdowns, loads of information.
We're such fools, aren't we?
Literally, full time.
Yeah.
Complete opposite. Sit there.
I know.
Hi and welcome to AFTV. How's it going, people? Welcome to AFTV.
Yeah.
Us too.
How's it going, people? I'm depressed.
We start so well at the start of the day and it just ends like, Arsenal. But anyway, today we have Newcastle United. And no, it's not a team it is a team we should beat. Will we? We don't know. But we've looked into it. We've looked at a load of things today, haven't we, James? We're going to look at the loan players. I've been intrigued to hear about this. Players that you'd want to return from loan and fit back into the squad, or players that should finish their loan and go back to the clubs that they come from. We'd love to get your opinions as well, guys, in the comments to let us know who you think needs to return or needs to be brought in on loan. Right, we're going to start with that, yeah?
Yeah, let's go straight to it. Sorry, they're doing a madness next door, aren't they?
Production, yo, people in the back, relax your batties, man. We're live. All right, carry on.
Let's go into this. Is that true? I thought one of the topics of the week has been Dani Ceballos, because of his performance the other night. This is controversial. I don't even think he was the worst player on the pitch. I think he just had the worst moments.
Is that because? Or you haven't got a bias towards him. You just.
I probably do a little bit.
Okay.
Like what I mean is, and by the way, having the worst moments also probably does make you the worst player on the pitch. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I thought he was working hard, trying to make things happen, playing some nice balls in behind. I thought he was trying to get us, in behind the Villarreal defence and make things happen. The problem is he's largely at fault for their goal, and he gets sent off, and that's two huge mistakes after many other huge mistakes in the Europa League previous knockout rounds, which luckily we've been able to fix. But old Ceballos, it's like he's trying to get us knocked out. But look, the point I'm trying to make, I don't think he was the worst. I also don't think he's been a bad loan signing. I know a lot of people will want to get on him, and but remember, alone you're just paying wages, and without Ceballos, we're left with Xhaka, El Neni, and Partey in that position. Partey's been injured a lot. El Neni you can't rely on. Ceballos really hit form, was brilliant at the end of last season, and has been okay for most of this season till really the Europa League knockouts. And that's kind of what he was brought in to do, to just beef up the squad and be an option who could step in. Has he taken us on a level? No, he hasn't. Would I sign him permanently? No. I wouldn't even take him on another loan because I think it's just gone stale now.
Yeah, and his comments as well in the week, James. It says that La Liga's he's not the right level for Premier League. La Liga's more his level. Like even that just says.
Yeah, it's saying it suits his game more. I just think, time to move on. I don't want to make this some kind of like hating on Dani Ceballos. Look, a lot of loan players, they move and they just don't care. They don't care. They're just there to get fit. They're just hoping for game time, but they don't really get involved with the club. As fans, we always do this. We just want them to care. We just want them to give their all.
Yeah.
That's not true, because we actually want them to play well and win.
I want them to play well because Xhaka, I believe, cares. But there's times where I'm like...
Ceballos definitely cares.
Yeah.
Dani Ceballos definitely cares about Arsenal and about his loan spell and making a difference. But it's not worked for him. But he's been the one topic, but also with Newcastle doing well recently, and one of their loan players, Joe Willock, who's come from us, doing really well.
4 goals.
It's been a topic of discussion, right?
Yeah.
What do we do with him? And I think I've seen something about like 30 million would get it over the line. 20 to 30, something like that.
Yeah.
So I thought this is a chance to have a look at the squad, where we are, who's off, but mainly, which loan players can come back and have an impact. Because we go into every summer saying, right, we need to address this position, this position, this position. Maybe some can be addressed within. So I thought we'd just go through them.
Yeah, I'm listening. I love these sort of activities. Listen to me.
It is an activity.
No, I enjoy these.
You're so young at heart.
Oh yeah, I am. Listen, get involved, people. We'll go through it.
That's it. Yeah, please do put in the comment section with these players whether you think they should stay, go, or maybe you might just think another loan and they'll be ready. We'll go from there.
Who are we going to start with? Because I think I'm going to have quite a few controversial ones.
I think we're going to go, oh sorry, I've just pulled William out there. We're going to go in order here, so we'll just go across. Let's start with William Saliba, down in the bottom left. I think this is a bit of a no-brainer.
Needs to come back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah. He's having a great season. Won many player of the months, and it seems like when I look at the Arsenal team and I see some of the deficiencies in our defence, I'm like, Saliba wouldn't have this, his pace, his aggressiveness. Okay, I think he would suit well with Gabriel. I think they're both they might be quite similar, but it's something we need back, I think, within our squad. I think once he's settled in, bedded in, he's had his transitional period that Arteta kept speaking about. He needs to have time away, which, I don't know, that may be true. That may be a lie, I don't know. But for now, at least he's had it on loan. He's doing really well. Deserves to come back.
Listen, I think William Saliba would have been more than good enough to play for us this season, especially with the standards we've set for this team.
Facts.
But if he's benefiting from loan and he's ready to come back next year, yeah, okay. I see some good in that, potentially. I agree with that. I think what I liked about Gabriel was how... I said that in the past tense. What I still like about Gabriel is that he's athletic, he's good on the ball, he's commanding. North London derby, the one person you really need to stop is Harry Kane, and he made it horrible for him. And I think Saliba is a right-footed version of Gabriel. Very physically commanding. One's 6'3", the other's 6'4". Good on the ball, quick, very the modern centre back.
Yeah.
He was. I'm not saying he's as good as Van Dijk. Oh my God. But there was a lot of comparisons in his kind of style and the kind of centre-back he was. Let's see what we spent that £27 million on. So, yeah, Saliba in for me.
Needs to come back. Quickly, Dan with a super chat says, if Arteta leaves, would you bring Guendouzi back? Our midfield options were shocking. Think Torreira next to Partey. We've been decent. We'll get to that when we'll get to that.
100% we'll get to good super chat, because I definitely want to address all that. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I'm torn on this one.
This is harsh now. This is where it gets a bit techie. For me, Sell.
Really?
Yeah, don't bring back. That's hard. We got to be ruthless. I mean, we got to be ruthless. We have to, especially if we're going forward next season. Yeah, we're going to have to be ruthless. I don't know if people agree. Let me know in the comments. James, what do you agree? Would you bring him back?
He's not going to. I'll keep him, but he's not going to like my answer. I would keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but he would be that useful squad player. And he's not going to like that. But the thing with Maitland-Niles is, I think he's a good player. I really do. I think he could be a good midfielder for us. He's doing all right on loan at West Brom. I think he's had some man-of-the-match performances in there. I like him. I also think he's an all right back. I think if the opposition aren't all that, he's a decent left back option. He's athletic, he's good on the ball, he's got a lot of attributes. I also quite like that he's quite cool, he's quite calm.
Yeah.
He's very composed. He's a calm
person. A lot of people are saying sell. I'm going to be honest.
Listen, if I said to him, hey Ainsley, you're going to basically be filling in at right back, filling into midfield for the cup games, filling in at left back. When we've got injuries, you're going to play where you're needed. Maybe in big games like John O'Shea and Ji-sung Park under Ferguson were big game players. Mainly Ji-sung Park, it was we're playing Liverpool, Ji-sung Park plays this game because he understood he always delivered what was asked of him. And I think Maitland-Niles can be that kind of player. I think he's got a lot of talent, but I kind of think he can be that. Utility is the word.
Interesting.
I don't think he'll like that.
That's what I was going to say.
I think he's too good for that.
So me saying I'm being ruthless is actually me saying I'm actually being fair and looking out for his career.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be that. And
I get that.
And I actually believe the players that I'm going to say should sell, I'm going to get to Willock as well, is because of that. They deserve to have a sustaining career and make a name for themselves. And for me, it's not at Arsenal and where we're trying to head. I don't think that they're right for Arsenal, but they are definitely good players and they can definitely survive in the Premier League. But for me, Arsenal's not the one.
I completely agree. We'll hear what the comments are saying, but I just think if I were the manager and I said this to Ainsley in the office, I just would be, I wouldn't blame him if he just said, yeah, no thanks, I'm off, not for me. And that's fine, he's better than that. But I'm thinking about Arsenal Football Club. I'm seeing a diverse midfielder who's come through the academy, who is obviously a homegrown player as well, which is good. I just think he would be there to do a job. Do I see him becoming better than Thomas Partey? Do I see him becoming better than Tierney? Do I see him becoming better than whatever right back we want to sign in the summer? No.
People are saying in the comments sell. Some people are saying keep, but my argument as well is the fact that he wanted to stay first last season to try and prove himself to be in the squad. Didn't really work out. When he went on loan, he said to West Brom, he's like, I want to play in the midfield.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, we're going forward. He's not going to play in Arsenal's midfield. Yeah, you're right. It could be a utility player, but like I said, I don't think he would want that.
Do you know what surprises me? He would have made the perfect inverted right back. You know, what Arteta's done at times is have his fullbacks come into midfield. He's perfect for that. That's him to a T. Like almost, that's a role that's tailor made for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. But apparently that's not how they've seen him. Okay, so we're agreeing with the comment section, I guess. Then.
Yeah, let's go with sell. Jay Jones says keep. E Bucker says sell. It's quite split. Ben Smith says keep. Dennis Bergkamp says, hi Dennis, says sell. P. Smitty
All right. How's the acquisition of the club going?
P. Smitty says sell. We've got a super chat from Mark T, a regular. Thank you, Mark. Sell El Neni, keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles as a replacement, plus Ainsley Maitland-Niles can play left back and right back too.
That's my wavelength, really. But it looks like the overwhelming majority is that he doesn't stay.
Yeah. I think after we've spoken, people are now, they're changing. Do you know what?
Oh, what do you think now that we've sort of had
I still think so. Just for a young player who wants to progress in his career.
This is your looking out for footballers mentality.
Yeah, bro.
Now put your Arsenal hat on. It's admirable. I love that. If I were Ainsley's agent, I'd say screw that.
Yeah.
Go play football.
Yeah.
Because you can play at a good Premier League level.
Facts, and have a good sustaining
career.
career.
If I'm worrying about Arsenal, which I am, I'm saying.
What, we might need him?
Yeah. Be our backup.
I'm split as well. Can we just...
All right, fine. All right. We're going to let him go and thrive and
at West Brom.
Express himself.
And other places.
Okay.
All right,
cool. Dinos Mavropanos.
Oh!
I know.
Oh, little wild card. I actually hear he's been doing well as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I've been watching all his games and studying the guy. But he's, word on the grapevine that he's doing pretty well. Obviously, he got his debut for Greece.
This is a tough one.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm keeping him.
There's a lot of centre backs we're gonna have to sell a lot in the summer. Then
remember, we're gonna have to go through and
who we're getting rid of as well.
Oh, and I strap in.
I didn't know it was gonna. Oh, this is gonna be a nice little long show. Okay, Mavropanos people. Sai says Mavropanos is really solid, but just injury prone. A lot of people are saying keep.
Cool.
Keep. Mavropanos needs to stay. Give him a chance.
I'd give him a chance. By the way, and when he's played for Arsenal, apart from being thrown into the deep end against Palace, thanks to Unai Emery, I shouldn't slag him off because he's going to knock us out on Thursday night. But, Unai Emery just dumped him in at the deep end against Palace, and he didn't look very good then. But otherwise, I think he's been solid. And when he was getting his debut under Arsene Wenger, I thought he looked a really solid option.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's played Bundesliga football now for a year, and I have him back.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Rory Sang says, remember we need funds to buy Odegaard, our priority, so we have to be ruthless.
That's a very good point.
Okay.
That's a very good point. Oh, but the Cronkies, though, they're going to invest big, so...
Incoming Haaland.
Yeah.
People are saying keep. There are a lot of people saying keep. I'm with you.
All right.
I didn't know we was getting rid of defenders as well, so when we get to the defenders, and we're taking a lot out. So okay, keep him.
Matteo Guendouzi.
For me, so, but
no,
I know. I don't. Everyone's.
I'm keeping him. I'm going to say it right.
People are going to say keep. No, I think people are going to be with you. A lot of people I speak to always like, yeah, keep him. He's got the right. He's athletic.
I'm vetoing you.
It's something different.
I'm taking control here, and I'm keeping Matteo Guendouzi.
Must keep Guendouzi. Sell. Keep.
Really? Most people saying sell.
Keep. No, people are saying keep.
Okay.
It's the attitude thing for me.
Hold on. I agree. But listen, I don't want to judge people off what they did like a year and a half ago. I'm getting into this summer. He's had a year at Hertha Berlin.
And had reports of still having bad attitude there.
Yeah, but also put some good performances. I'd literally, if I were Arteta or Eddie, I'd say to the guy, you got one last chance to make it here at Arsenal. But by the way, there's a contract situation because I think his contract expires next year. So maybe we have to sell.
Yeah. The general consensus is keep.
But away from that, I think he's a super talented player. He can play as that kind of holding midfielder. He can be more box to box. I like him. I think he's at 19 years old. Like, he was dragging us out of games that we should have lost.
Well, it's him or Willock then. So that means
Not necessarily.
No, or you take them both back.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to that. All right.
All right. I keep Guendouzi. He's a talent. I'd renew his contract.
For how many?
I wouldn't put on mad money, but another 3-year contract or something on whatever it is.
Okay.
I try prove still a good player, and maybe there's a sellable asset there. Seriously, at the worst, a sellable asset. But I don't. I think he's a good player. I really like Guendouzi. He just needs to, with these reports. By the way, we've not heard his side of things, but reports of attitude problems. Okay.
Yeah. From multiple managers. I mean.
Fine, but I'm.
That can disrupt a club, James.
Yeah, all right, I hear that.
I'm letting you know. Obviously, if we get a different manager, we can sell and loan out Arteta. We'll get to that at the end. Joking. Another manager may be able to get control of the mentality of certain players. And you're right, he is a talent, but for me, I would have sold. But we're going to let you overrule.
For every report of bad attitude, I'm also seeing him captaining France under 21s and playing superbly, and I'm seeing like a leader in there. Sometimes, this is what annoys me, right? Reports of bad attitude, I agree, is a big problem, and if Arteta had to deal with that, then I completely back the idea to get rid of him on loan.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that, because you've got to make a point. You've got to say, no, you're not welcome here with this attitude. Go away, come back when you're ready. Also had the naughty step a little bit.
Yeah.
But
then Herbert Berlin said that they want to send him back because of attitude.
But what I would say is, I've also seen his attitude be spot on the pitch when Arsenal have needed it.
Okay.
So
good argument.
Yeah.
Fair
So I
so
keep
keep
him. Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
Kolasinac.
Yeah. So sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Do you know what's harsh actually? Because some fans say this is a position we need him back. We were silly to send him on loan, but I mean, not the level really.
He's sorry. I've got a bit of heat on this on social media. I don't think Kolasinac was.
Kolasinac has to go.
I don't think Kolasinac was as bad as people made out. People were talking like he was the worst player the club have ever had. He didn't live up to expectation, but I also think it was a classic case of a fullback struggling because the whole team was a shambles. And if there's one area where you can get exposed for the whole team being a shambles, it's at fullback.
Yeah.
But the big thing was in the final third where you expected a bit more. He came into the club on the back of a lot of assists and goals the year before, and he didn't really deliver that. I think in his first season he did, to be fair. Kolasinac, he's an okay player. Yeah. He's okay.
I don't think he's I don't think like you said. I don't think he's as bad as people gave off.
Move on.
But
refresh,
for us, thank you for your time here. But for me as well, sell.
Yeah.
And a lot of I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen one keep. I think I've seen one keep.
Okay.
Of Kolasinac. Everyone's saying sell.
All right, Joe Willock.
Stan Kroenke's in the comments, says bye.
I'm selling.
Stan's in. Cool.
Joe Willock. Yeah.
This is going to be a tough one for me. It's annoying because I said I wanted to say sell, and my mindset when we started was to sell. But if we got Guendouzi in there, it's still sell. Yeah, it's still so. If you keep him Guendouzi, I like Joe Willock, but I think he's playing at his level right now, and he's thriving in it. I don't think he'll be needed for us going forward, even though he has flourished at Newcastle. I know this is going to be against probably everyone in the comments and yourself, but yeah, I'm sticking with Sell. He said he's been on great form though. 4 goals so far for Newcastle since being there. Where are you sitting?
Do you know, even maybe a week ago, I'd have said, yeah, Sell. It's not really, he's had chances and it's not really worked. I've changed my mind. I would give it 1 more year, and for me, it's on the managers and the coach of this club to find out the best way to get something out of Joe Willock.
There we go. What's his role? If you keep him, what's his
box
role?
to box.
Yeah,
he's a box to box midfielder, because people were trying to make him out as a number 10.
Yeah.
And he wasn't.
No.
He didn't have the guile or the natural creativity. But I've just seen him score late goals against Spurs and Liverpool and West Ham, by the way.
Yeah.
So 3 clubs above us, by the way, in the table, right? But apparently it's not good enough for us. But he's gone and scored equalisers and winners against these teams. And by the way, they're not flukes. It's the same thing. It's the late run into the box.
Late
in games, he has managed to dig something out for Newcastle. How many times have we needed that this season, late saving? Sorry, it's on Arteta and the people there to get something out of Joe.
Utility player or not?
No, but I don't think he counts as utility. For me, squad player and utility player are different.
Okay.
Squad player is, listen,
You're
the
part-
first
you're-
team's too good.
Yeah, you're part of-
But you're part of the squad and
Yeah,
you're going to
okay.
play when we need you. You're going to come in, everyone's going to rotate. Utility for me is more, we see you doing
travel.
lots of different things, so you're kind of there just in case.
Okay.
Do you get what I
Yeah,
mean?
you travel with the squad, but you might not be used for this game.
I don't know if I've explained that well enough.
No,
but
I understand it.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
because for me, utility and squad are the same. But now the way you've said
Yeah.
that makes sense. So, is he a squad player then?
I think he's a squad player.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested about this one because I don't want everyone to go. I'm going to read the comments in a second. But for me, if Guendouzi wasn't in there, I'll put Willock in there.
I hear that. But then look who's in that box. Aziz, who's young,
Yeah, he's
Xhaka,
the one.
Ceballos, El Neni, Partey. I'm not confident many of them are staying.
No, I agreed. But I would have, in my head, I would have Partey, and this is me just dreaming. Please, Daniel Ek or Conke, if you're listening. Basuma, Partey, Basuma, and then a Willock would be, for me, creme de la creme, yeah? But right now, with what we have, you're saying, because of Guendouzi, unfortunately, that sounds really harsh, but if Guendouzi was out, but a lot of people are saying keep and you've overruled it,
Just throw your phone on.
apologies. Willock, for me, we need the money for other players.
What,
but yeah.
What's the okay? So
Let's-
we're divided.
Yeah.
What are the Cronkies?
The Cronkies.
The Cronkies. The comments.
fans of the
lol.
Cronkies.
I've just got Stan Kroenke in the comments there in my head. What are they saying on Willock?
Willock can't play. Sell, keep, sell, keep, split. Do you know what?
That's very split.
I actually want to go with keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be. We're going.
I think let's say if we
Guendouzi,
can't
man.
let's say if we can't all agree that we're definitely selling, then we should keep. Do you know what I mean? I think it needs to be unanimous
Yeah.
out. So okay.
The real Janus says, "Big up James. I called him a celebrity when I saw him at the protest."
Very sweet.
James is a celeb.
I'm not.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm really, really not.
Signing shirts and everything. He's a celeb.
Oh God, sorry, I keep messing this up because you just keep talking nonsense in the background. Look at me, I'm making a complete mess of this. All right,
fine.
Quickly, while I'm sorting this out, what are the rest of the comments saying?
So we've got a super chat here from Shay. Says has to start Martinelli for this game. He's a baller. I don't know what he's going to do today. Do any of you think that he's going to play the false nine today? Just quickly before we move on to the game.
No.
No, because obviously
He's
Man
not
City
gonna-
didn't do
he's
it yesterday, so he might change and put two strikers back in. But
Oh God.
would I be surprised if he tries to do the false nine again?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would be. All right, last one, Lucas Torreira.
Oh, curveball.
I know.
Curveball.
I'm going to say it now. Sell.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you know why?
Why?
Nothing to do with his talent. I actually think he's a good player. I think, again, slagging off Emery before he knocks us out of the Europa League. I think Emery ruined Torreira by playing him as a number 10 and giving this kind of box-to-box role that didn't suit him. I think it completely ruined him. I think as a lone holding midfielder, I thought, alongside Xhaka, I thought he did a really, really good job. I liked him. I thought his first season was good.
The only thing I worry about is I don't know if we have someone to do the job that he does in that midfield if we start getting rid of people.
Well, that's what Partey would have to do. People just got to accept Partey's not going to be the box-to-box for us. It's not what he was signed for. But my point is, I look at Torreira, and I think you're a good player, and everything I've just said suggests I'd want to keep him. But I don't want to sound harsh. The guy's been through so much, but I don't think mentally he's at Arsenal.
Okay.
I think he's thinking about South America. He's thinking about his family. I think Arsenal did him a real, a real kind of favour, not selling him to Italian clubs who are willing to pay and actually letting him go on loan to Atletico because that's what he wanted. Right? That's what he wanted from the club. We granted that if all reports are to be believed. And now he's sort of saying, I want to go back to Boca Juniors. He's putting a lot of pressure on the club. Yeah. I don't really like that because, listen, you're going through a lot and I want the club to be good people and help him. But you're still worth 15, 20 million maybe in a good market. We're not just going to give you away.
Yeah.
And I just think mentally he's not there. His father's spoken out, he's spoken out, his agent's spoken out. Sell, good player, didn't work out.
Fair. Yeah, well, let's stick. You sold me on that. You sold me, so let's sell. Quick super chat from Azza says, Partey is solid defensive midfielder. He can't shoot. He shouldn't get forward. He's there for tackles and long balls. That's his thing. Cool.
Okay, so then let's go. I want to take this in a different direction before we start talking about the outs. I'm going to do this in purple. So these are the loans that are here. And we're going to discuss which ones. You're right, you're picking up your phone.
Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Nice. We're going to look at the loans who are here, and we're going to discuss who we're keeping. So starting with Matt Ryan.
Oh, keep.
Yeah, sign permanent. I agree.
Yep.
Matt Ryan's in.
Adam says, what about Ainsley Maitland-Niles wants to play centre midfield? We did that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam.
Back to the beginning show. But quickly, I would keep his utility. Okay. Anyway. Odegaard.
Keep. Has to happen. That question I asked you guys, though, he could potentially, he won't turn out to be like Ceballos, but that is a fear.
Not for me, but I understand. I understand what you're asking, but yeah. I'm pretty relaxed.
Has to keep.
Okay, Danny Ceballos. We know he's off, so there's no point.
Sell.
Right, so Ceballos is out. Okay, so that leaves us now with figuring out who's leaving. So who from this current group do we think could be off this summer? So last time we did a similar thing. We were talking about which players are going to be here in 3 years' time.
Yeah, and then we were left with like 4 players.
Yeah, we'd have to like...
3, actually,
yeah,
I
like
think.
a 2-1 formation. But this is a different question. And this is why I've got the hump with people who want Arteta out when they say, this is Arteta's team. He signed Cedric. He kept blah, blah, blah. He kept Xhaka. He kept Bellerin. If hear me here, right? If Arteta gets rid of everyone who's not good enough at Arsenal Football Club, we're left with no squad. We're left with no team.
Fair.
So Arteta's got to carefully balance getting rid of the ones who really can't contribute now, keeping the ones who can do a job now, and keeping them happy and feeling like they're a part of it until the day comes where he goes, yeah, we're moving you on.
Yeah.
Do you know how difficult that is to do? That's not easy. That is really not easy. So this whole argument that this squad and this 11 is Arteta's, look, I think it's got more Arteta influence than people maybe give him credit for. But I don't think anyone can say this is Arteta's finished product and this is what he wants his team to look like.
Definitely not.
So we've addressed that. So let's go through goalkeepers. I think Leno, Ryan, Runnison is just the 3.
Yeah, you got to keep them.
Runnison goes.
I wish we had like their price tags. And then every time we got rid of one, it adds to the bank. And then we
that would be cool.
That would be sick, wouldn't it? And we'd have like a certain...
Tech team, if you can just get on that. I don't know if you heard.
Production.
Yeah.
We needed like a calculator.
If you could do that. Okay, right backs. Bellerin, Cedric, Chambers. Let's do... Are we going to do who we think or are we going to do who we want? Do you get what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I think we should do who we want.
But then it would be left with hardly anyone.
Let's do. We'll do a balance. We'll sort of discuss each player. Let's start with right back.
Bellerin's going to be gone, in my opinion, and I think he probably going to go back to either. Well, if he gets PSG moved, then fair play. But either that or he's going back to Barcelona, in my opinion, from what I've heard.
Bellerin's off.
Yeah, he's off. There's not really much.
Callum Chambers.
This is a tough one.
Maybe he's the utility player. You know, he's played midfield. He's played right back. He's played centre back.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, there you go.
He stays in. He's
All right.
He's a utility.
Centre back, David Luiz. Do we renew his contract?
For me, yes, because I've got to be consistent. 1 year, even if he's not the main starter, and I know we've got loads of centre backs and we'll be bringing people back. Him in the change room for me, he needs to stay for me. 1 year.
I'd like him for another year if we say sold Rob Holding. But we've just given Rob Holding a new deal. I don't see Holding being sold.
Can we sell it?
But this is what I say when I say want. So if it were want right now, I would be taking Rob Holding out.
Yep.
And I'd have Luiz, Saliba, Mari, Gabriel, Mavropanos.
That's lovely.
That would be my 5 options. With Chambers can cover if needed.
Yeah.
But the reality is that's probably not going to happen. And I think Luiz actually won't get a new deal. I do think they'll move him on. I think they'll say it's time to just replenish a bit. And actually, I think Luiz will go, listen, I'm tired of this. I can go to Benfica and still play at a good level and still play Champions League. So I hate to say it, but I think Luiz is out. And I know there's a lot of people...
That's heartbreaking.
I know. And there's probably a lot of people in the comments saying, really like heartbroken over David Luiz, but
He's been probably one of our most consistent centre backs. I know he has.
You could easily argue he's been our best centre back of the season so far. Probably Gabriel, but you can make the argument.
Definitely. Quickly just run through these super chats. Mark T says, to be honest, though, out of all the players we have in the squad, do we see any of the players playing for the current top 4 or 6 side? Some of them. Good point. And Rocco says, even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I honestly hope Arsenal can turn around their season by winning the Europa League. Best wishes from Australia.
Thanks, man.
That's really nice.
Thank you. Let's move into midfield. We've got to be a bit quick, actually, because I've realised how long this activity's been taking. And we've got a danger man to do. So let's go through them really quickly. El Neni.
There's a lot of super chats. El Neni out.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very ruthless now.
Yeah.
Have to be, really. El Neni, Xhaka, gone.
No, but do you think Xhaka... So I think El Neni could genuinely be gone this summer.
Oh, yes.
But do you think Xhaka...
No, they'll probably keep... I don't know. They'll probably keep... If they do, that is...
I think he'll keep Xhaka.
Do you actually think he will? I wonder how long he's got left. I should know how long he's got left for his contract. Surely...
I also think Aziz might get a loan or won't be playing first team football. So I'm going to take Aziz out of the equation, not because I don't think he'll be involved first team, but I don't think that says anything about his future.
I think he'll go on loan.
Okay, Odegaard, Smith Rowe we're happy with, right?
Yep.
Okay, on the right, Saka or Nelson?
Nelson's got to go.
I think Nelson's off.
Apologies.
Yep, I think Nelson's off. Lacazette, Aubameyang, Balogun and Nketiah.
This one is stress. Nketiah, sorry, thank you for you've done so well for us. You've got to go.
The way you said that. You've done so well. You've got to go.
Only because this Lacazette and Aubameyang one is mad. So I'm going to skip some super chats to see what the comments are saying because this is where it gets crazy. Aubameyang and Lacazette.
Well, Aubameyang's going to stay, but Lacazette's got
one year left. He has 1 year left. He has 1 year left. Is he right for it? Oh, actually, it's what the club will do. Personally, he's going to stay. Only because, listen, we're not going to buy another striker. We just put Balogun on we just put him on another long contract. I know, it's the truth. This is the 3 that's going to stay. I don't see us getting another striker. If it was me, wait.
Are you sure?
What do you think?
No, I agree. I think he'll stay.
Of course, the club's going to keep you.
I think he'll stay.
You're such a wind-up.
What was this, 16, 17 goals this season?
Yeah,
the Cronkies would be going,
success!
What are we going to spend like 50 million to replace him for? Keep him.
Yeah.
Also because I think he's the only striker in the squad at the moment. We haven't seen enough of Balogun, who actually does what we need our centre forward to do in terms of hold-up play and stuff. Okay, Pepe, Martinelli, Willian.
Willian, he's not going to go.
No, I think Willian's going, you know.
Do you?
I think he'll go, yeah.
I don't think he will.
I think Willian has come in to a load of heat from Arsenal fans.
Facts.
Some of it deserved, but a lot of abuse absolutely not deserved and never right. By the way, no matter what he does, it's never deserved. He's had a lot of heat, and now Arteta's not playing him. I think he's like, why am I playing for a club that no one likes me because he's a Chelsea legend and because he's...
Chelsea legend.
Well, he's won titles. Well, maybe not legend, but he's a big part of Chelsea's history.
Fair.
He's an ageing player. He's not performed. I think he might just go, listen, Mikel, it's just not for me. It's not happened. I'm off. Even if we can get more out of him. So I think Willian could be off. And
I'd be surprised if he goes, but that's not me saying that I don't want him to leave. Thank you, Willian, for what you've done for us as well, but it's time to go. In the famous words of Claude, RIP. But yeah, so Pepe, Martinelli left. There could be more from Pepe. There's definitely going to be more from him. So the manager's got to come in and get the best out of him. They really do.
So
oh wow!
I didn't mean to do that. Ignore that. So that leaves us with. They do it like that.
I'm not saying we need to fill this position.
That leaves us with positions to fill. So we're going to end on Danger Man, but just very quickly. What do Arsenal need to do this summer?
Spend big, massively.
Right back.
Well, everyone keeps saying it. For me, it's not the most important position.
No, for me, it's crucial. Right back.
Cover left back, James.
Yeah, we're going to do both.
Okay, that's a colour that's
terrible colour.
Not the one that everyone can see. Is this what? Okay, so this is what. Okay. Is this what we want, or is what we expect?
It's what we want, but also realistically, I want Jack Grealish. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do want Max Aarons from Norwich, and I think that might.
Okay.
So, Centre backs we agree we're fine with.
They're fine.
Left back cover.
Yep.
Cool, fine. Okay.
One defensive midfielder. I know we've got a lot of midfielders in there, but I'm sorry. Just like I said.
So one minimum. You think defensive midfielder? I think we need a kind of a complement midfielder, like a box-to-box / creator. I wouldn't really go for... I'd go for Aouar. I know he's not a box-to-box, but I think he's like a deep creator. I'd go for... I'd want him.
Wouldn't be angry at that.
But then I also... So if we had Partey and people going, you're not going to get Aouar. Well, we nearly got Aouar last summer, so just please save that. If we had Aouar and our options were Partey, Aouar, Xhaka, Willock, Guendouzi, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, you've got to say that's pretty good options in midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Orange Sloth says we need we need a real manager.
Oh, bloody hell.
We'll get to manager in a second.
This leaves me with one more position then, I think.
The right. What do you mean one more?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, cool.
So I think we've got Turkish in
Turkish is in the building.
You know what?
People.
I was just thinking we need to do this kind of show.
Listen, someone in the comments said, think about how Turkish would think in this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Turkish said he'll scrap everyone.
He fully would. I think we need another wide player. A wide player who can also play up front, who can also play on the left. One of those kind of, can play in various positions across the front.
A hybrid.
Is this for next season?
Yeah. So what we've done, we're just telling Turkish everyone here. So what we basically did is we went through all our loan players, because we were talking about Willock and Guendouzi, all that. Willock's done well at Newcastle. Talking about which loan players make it back. So Saliba, Mavropanos, Willock and Guendouzi. We then talked about the loan players we have that we're keeping, so Ryan and Odegaard. And then we've addressed who we think will leave, and finally what positions we need to add.
Live right now, yeah, we're live right now.
I know.
Come and jump in, come.
Let me just quickly...
Go on.
Yeah.
How's it going, people? Real quick.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Get Chambers out of there this summer. Get Holding out of there this summer. Mavropanos can stay where he is. Joe Willock, leave. Guendouzi, 50-50. Odegaard, we'll take him on loan. Lacazette, Lacazette, out of here this summer. That's me, people. That's me.
I'm trying to be realistic here.
Yeah.
So that's
the difference there is that's what Turkish wants, and we did what the club
we did what we want / think is realistic. So I agree. Another wide player, because you think Pepe could play on the right and then they play on the left.
Correct.
Like really, I know it's not going to happen, but if we could get like a Jack Grealish, I know it's not going to happen, but that kind of player, you can play across the front three, you can play in midfield as well. That'd be perfect. But we've done a good job here.
Hey, big
I'm
up
going to save this.
This is a great, save it. We'll come back to
There we go.
Perfect.
So that is what potentially our squad could look like next season.
Do you know how funny this is? This is supposed to be a build-up to Newcastle.
It's a build-up to fixing the club.
And that's more important right now.
Agreed.
Quickly as well, we'll come back to this. Hopefully we can get this money for the players, and we'll do that. Might be able to do the calculations.
But 4 new signings, plus the loan players coming back, that is not beyond the realms of possibility at all. But in fact, that's the bare minimum I expect.
This summer is the bare minimum. I agree, but
absolutely.
also the price for Odegaard as well could rupture kind of the ideas of who we're going to try and bring in. But I suppose if we sell loads, we can make those funds.
It borderline, is quite exciting. The idea of Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Partey, an Aouar, a creator, Soler from Valencia or whoever. You then you kind of got your box-to-box options. You got Jack who can cover wherever. Okay, look, it's not where we want to be,
but it's positive.
It's definitely an improvement. And
100%.
By the way, there'd be no excuses for Arteta finishing outside the top 6.
Yes, because a lot of that will be Arteta's team.
Yeah,
that'll be That'll be an argument where you can say, yeah, fair.
And you'd say that there's quality in every position at that point. Facts. So, yeah, that's that. I'm so sorry. I've eaten into your Danger Man time. I haven't done it on purpose, I swear.
Okay, quick one, yeah? Quick one. Sorry, someone in the comments, Arena, I think, keeps saying I've got a song for the Cecil's Daydream team. But,
no way.
But we're gonna
send it over. I really want to hear this.
Now, guys, listen up. So this is a Danger Man, but instead of doing a Danger Man song, I found out Newcastle fans in the chat may already know this. He has his own song that someone's made. Is this going to be a copyright issue? I'm going to do a couple seconds so it won't get taken down. People in the back from production, trust me, it won't be long.
Can we just get a
Just wait. It's got 3.3 million hits, this song. I like it.
Can we credit them?
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Same accent, man. He on the wing.
It's actually quite lit.
It's kind of lit, innit?
It's actually alright.
I'm going to play that after this.
It's actually not bad.
Big up St. Maximan. He's my danger man today.
Fair enough.
What a tune. He's wearing Gucci. So we Gucci.
I'm really glad I ate into this Danger Man time. Because every time we get to this section, I just think, what on earth are we doing here?
Yeah, all right, cool. We're just going to break it down. I'm sure you guys are aware how skillful he is. Danger man for me today. Someone we've got to be aware of, especially if we've got Xhaka at left back. Could be a very, very long day. 24 years old, squad number 10. Where's number 10? Doesn't actually plays like a number 10, but doesn't play in a position of a number 10. Plays left wing or forward actually. He plays up front in a 2. Normally with Joe Linton, but I'm hearing rumours that Callum Wilson's going to be back today. Someone to be fearful of because he's got 10 goals this season. St. Maximan scored 3 goals this season, 4 assists. Again, strengths at the bottom, dribbling and key passes. Weaknesses is defensive contribution. Nice and quick, smash through that.
There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Wow. He's a bloody good player.
Agreed.
We signed him the same summer as Pepe. Sorry, we signed him. They signed him the same summer we signed Pepe, and I was thinking, have we got the wrong one? Both skillful wingers from Liga. But Pepe, by the way, I think has done really well the last few months. But St. Maximan's a really good player. I'm happy for him, man.
Yeah.
He's good. He engages on Twitter as well, on social media, and he's a cool guy. That is what I want the modern footballer to be like.
He looks like an Arsenal player, profile-wise. I know it sounds mad. French, young,
He might be
skillful.
that player on the right that we were talking about.
Daniel Ek.
I'd take him any day.
Kroenke.
Look at Daniel Ek like he can do anything. Bloody hell. Get those Spotify subscriptions.
Yeah, get them up. All right, I'm gonna have to wrap up.
Round up.
Time is of the essence, and up next is the Start 11 show. So we're gonna have to wrap up here. But thank you guys for tuning into the build-up. Apologies, there wasn't loads on Newcastle, but we had to sort out what needs to be fixed within Arsenal.
We've got bigger fish to fry.
Amen to that. Hopefully we get a win today, and stay tuned here at AFTV for Start 11 up next.
Every week on AFTV Picks, you can win yourself a share of £500. All you got to do is click the link in the description, enter the competition, be over 18, and a share of £500 could be yours. So get involved now.